Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Another episode here on Alma, Missouri. It feels good to be back. I know that a lot of you in the last, or before we started doing time lapses, said that, you know, it was okay. You didn't mind the audio too much, but it was killing me during editing. So I had to do something. We got a new mic. If you were in the live stream, I know quite a few of you were in the live stream this past Saturday, or Friday. Was it Friday? Friday. You knew that I got my mic. We were testing it out. And I think it sounds great. So I guess we might as well go over a few of the changes, right? That happened. Quite a bit happened over the time we did our 3 time-lapse videos. So obviously we got our dryer here. This is our dryer by Pleasant View. He has 3 different sizes that he's working on as a mod right now. Really good dryers. Pretty cool because you can actually like clean up that spilt corn and stuff too, which is sweet. We had to purchase some augers. We got that larger bin there by JCL. We bought a Westeel bin as a kind of our wet bin, so we'll dump in there and then we'll move our corn from the wet bin into the dryer. This is the small version of the dryers, so it only holds so much, and we actually might end up being held up by the dryer. Crazy as that sounds, we might only be able to harvest so much in a day, for corn at least, before we have to stop and wait for the corn dryer to dry enough corn. So it's pretty, I love that actually. I think that's sweet. We put our shop up. This is a early version of Legacy's shop that he had on his Patreon. And then we bought this tractor. I know it's kind of seems like a weird purchase, right, when you got the track version, but as I tried to explain a little bit in the last video, hard to kind of explain stuff in a video, time-lapse video, but this was a really good deal. We had all sorts of issues running that track tractor last spring with auto drive and Courseplay and stuff. I've been kind of on the lookout for one that could replace the track tractor already. I know we've only had it for like a year, but this was one heck of a deal on this 8760. 375 horsepower on this guy. So I'd pull anything that we need right now. Could have this, I mean, this will probably run a few years for us. Shouldn't have any issues with it. And then we updated this tractor from the old version of Skywalker's to the new version, which he released for Christmas. This is incredible. This tractor, I love it. So good. So yeah, so that's kind of what we've been doing, but we're going to bust out the old 8110 again, and we need to bring it down to the, well, we got to get it hooked up to the lime spreader first. Yeah, definitely, if you haven't given this tractor a shot yet, you gotta. You're gonna love it. Absolutely love it if you're a John Deere fan. So we're gonna be spreading lime down on the rye field since we got that all done. There's really not a lot of jobs for August. I mean, we could do some tillage out there on the rye field, but I mean, honestly, we're probably gonna just direct drill or direct plant corn into that field. Oh, we have fertilizer in here, don't we? We gotta get that unloaded. But yeah, this month is gonna go quick. We hardly have any hay work to do, so that's going to be slow. We'll unload it right here. There we go. We'll move them. We'll move these little pallets here soon with the Massey. Put those away. Well, I'm thinking that we probably won't be able to get this whole field spread with lime with one load. And we don't want to drive all the way up here, so we might have to call up the old elevator and maybe they'll rent us one of their trucks again. Or at least send a truck out for us. But we're probably going to do that. Probably have to spend a little bit of money doing that. I don't know, it feels kind of, I feel like I'm kind of rusty a little bit. Not making videos for a few weeks. At least voiceover videos. So we'll get filled up here. You guys kind of know the drill. And we'll bring it down to the field and we'll start spreading. We've got to start on the field now. It is going quick. We started on the first drive over there, so we started on the south, the northwest side of the field. And we are already almost empty, so, I mean, this field needed it drastically, as you can see in the bottom left there. We're going as heavy as we can to get the pH all the way up. Also, as you can see, we got a truck here from the elevator that just pulled up. We're just gonna run over here, get filled up. This should last us a while, because I think that's gonna be 2 full. The 2 full loads. It might not even be that. I'm not 100% sure how much that truck actually holds. I want to say it's 2. But I don't remember from the last time that we spread lime if it is 2 or not. We're dumping now. What other fields might need some lime? This one definitely does. Probably could get away with spreading some lime on our grass fields. Probably wouldn't be a terrible idea. Maybe even put some, well, I guess the new wheat fields are decent. But after we harvest them, they might be in pretty poor state. 28 definitely needs it as well. But this is going to be an expensive one. There's no doubt about that. We're going to be going through the money to get this field done, because it's such a big field. I mean, I guess in reality it's really not a huge field, but it's a big field for our equipment, I would say. I would love to get the lime texture from Tahitian installed on this map. It is fantastic. It is not so bright. It's very minimal. I love it. Every map needs to have that lime spread texture. Everybody, go tell your modder friends, if they're mappers, to put that on their maps, because it's fantastic. Yeah, I don't know how long this job will take. Shouldn't be like too long, I don't think, but I mean, it's really our only job for the day. Other than keeping the cows fed. It's always kind of a job for us, but that's also not a very big job. So we'll keep at it. I'll get this headland spread at least, and hopefully a little bit more. Set the old auto steer up and make it easy on ourselves. It's kind of nice that we can follow these old tram lines even with this spreader. Wouldn't even really need auto steer if we didn't want it. Seems like the width is pretty much the same as our sprayer. But anyway, as my British friends say, I'm waffling now, so I'll quit waffling and I'll get back to you guys when I have something insightful to say. Alright, so we are sat here waiting for the truck to do its thing. They're coming back from the co-op. We did not get much done, I'll tell you that. We did not get much done at all. We'll let them sit on the road now instead of driving in the field. No need to drive in the field with a full truck, for sure. Let's see, there we go. And we're filming, so yeah, we had that. They had a little bit left in their second hopper there, but we just said to head back, get us a full load. We actually waited quite a while for them, but that's alright. It's better than driving the tractor back and forth. That would take forever to drive this back and forth to town every time. So it does hold, this truck does hold 2 full spreader loads for us. So that's kind of nice. You gotta remember where we left off. I do believe that we are going to be plowing this. Or not plowing. Cultivate. Well, we're definitely going to be cultivating it because we have lime spread on it, but I'm not sure if we're going to be cultivating it this fall yet or in the spring. Might end up just cultivating it this fall, honestly. That could just be our next job for the month, because we don't have a lot to do. Like I've mentioned, I think we'll have him head up for another half load, I would guess. I'd be surprised if we can finish this field with what's... maybe. We might be able to. It's always so hard to guess. I always try to guess. And then I just look like a fool because I don't even know. It is sure good being back doing voiceovers. This is so much more enjoyable. I just kind of like get bored just playing and doing time lapses because I don't have anybody to talk to, you know? It's nice to just like play a little bit and then kind of get into recording mode again and kind of update you guys on what we've been doing, and I don't know. It's just kind of fun that way. At least I think. It's always nice to just play too, but I have other saves for that, you know? But like on here, I'm just like so into this one that I want to just share it with you guys. I definitely appreciate all of the support even through the time-lapse videos. I can't believe how many of you still watched. Even with doing time lapses. I know that's how the channel started, and I know that a lot of you guys like it, and I know a lot of you guys don't, but even the guys that don't like it, I know a lot of you have said that you still watched, and that is massively appreciated. You guys don't even know. I was a bit worried that I mean, it dropped off a little bit, right? And that's to be expected, because that's not what we do anymore. We don't really do time lapses anymore, but I feel very blessed that you guys have been so supportive while we were having some technical difficulties, but no more, hopefully. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Maybe we might get this done, actually. We might just get this done with what we have left in the truck. I'm feeling optimistic. And yes, I know I'm just driving across a field. It probably would be much smarter of me to run the headlands down, but I figure we're going to be running the cultivator through here anyway. It'll break it up. Break up that compaction. I'm not worried about it. It's definitely looking like the spreader needs some repair. There. It's getting low on the bar. I mean, we did buy a used, so it wasn't really completely up to snuff, but we might need to take this old girl back to the shop this afternoon and get it back up to health. Or maybe we'll just run it the way it is until we're fully done with spreading lime. And then we'll repair it. That might be what we do. Maybe we'll leave it till the fall or the winter. That sounds like how we roll. We're more of a let it ride and hope nothing happens type of farmer. Where I need to put some fuel in the tractor here as well. Excited to get into wheat harvest. Probably get into wheat harvest this video. Maybe. I say that and then we probably won't, but we'll probably end up finding jobs to do. And check the used market. Nothing but a 35-foot draper head, case draper head, so we have no use for that. Sometimes the used market is just gold. Honestly, this series, the used market has been fantastic. It has really come through. Like, I don't cheat any of it. All of the used equipment we've bought is used equipment that's shown up on the used market. That's been pretty sweet. This is definitely one thing that we could do. Get this wood picked up. This wood needs to go. I'm sick of it now. Both piles. I'm done with it. Get it out of here. It was nothing but a pain because the course play didn't recognize it as an island, so it just would run through it, and it was a massive pain. So bye-bye wood pile. I think that's actually another job we could do. So maybe we have a few jobs. We're picking up steam here. Maybe it's not going to be as slow of a month as we thought it'd be. Just good and bad, because if it was actually slow, we could get into fall harvest and stuff a little bit quicker, but we're going to have a ton of bales, straw bales, to sell this winter. Maybe even late fall. Maybe we'll do it late fall, especially since we're going to be hauling them in the open. Really need to get a bale shed. Makes me feel like I'm kind of cheating by not, oh, come on. Oh, just missed it. That's sad. I feel sad. We'll have to come back and get that. So I'm going to do some cleanup duty here, and we'll catch up with you guys here shortly. Alrighty, so we just popped into the loader tractor. We gotta get these girls a bale or two. Don't want to run into the case, that would be bad. Just take it off this front edge, I guess. Probably just throw one into each of the pastures here. Oh, okay. A little bit closer than we thought. Depth perception is not on point this evening. There we go. We'll feed the girls in this pasture first. I think that we're going to actually be selling off the steers come tomorrow morning. It's going to be our first thing, our job first thing, because they are 12 months old now. And they are running about 1500 or so per steer, so that's a pretty good price. Come on. There we go. So looking at the animal chart, that gets them up to about 3,000. Would really love to purchase a wrapper at some point, a bale wrapper, so we can start feeding our steers some silage bales every now and then, along with their hay, just to help them bulk a bit more when they're kind of more grown like they are now and kind of towards the end of their cycle. Would love to be able to just feed straight up corn as well. It'd be really nice, but I know there's probably a way that I can do that, but I don't know if I'm going to get that in depth with it in this series. Small pasture. These younger heifers. Are these the younger heifers? These might actually be the older heifers. Yeah. These are the older heifers in the smaller pasture. These are the ones that are going to be giving birth this year, which is exciting. So we're going to have an empty steer barn for a bit again. Actually, well, I say that, but I've actually thought about buying a few more male calves, raising them, because I don't like having an empty barn. I just don't feel like that's necessary. If it's there, we might as well have some cattle in it, making us some money. Pull the old loader tractor back up right next to the new barn. What do you guys think of the new barn? It's pretty sweet, huh? By Legacy Ag, obviously, it has the LAC emblem there on the top. He does some excellent work. One thing that's very interesting that I found out that I didn't even know before I put it up is whenever you drive through here, there's a trigger around the door, and it automatically cleans your tractor, and I think it also removes any wear. So the 8110 is looking spiffy these days. We're keeping her shiny, like she's daggum near brand new. Well, as the mobility now is looking good, we have not done any repair to it yet, but you know, hey, by just driving in here, kind of simulates, you know, keeping stuff nice and new, which I kind of like. I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of like that. Sometimes the wear gets just a little bit too much for me, so to have that, I think that's pretty slick. We'll shut that door for now, we don't need that open. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the jobs today. You just turn the lights on, turn them off, okay. Alrighty. So yeah, cows are fed. Check the used market one more time, nothing that we really want. Cows are good to go. We'll shut up the cold storage. Need to figure out what we want to do with this 9420. Do we want to keep it? Do we want to sell it? Trade it in for something eventually? I don't know. But we're going to leave it in the shed this fall, I think, if we don't sell it, which we might end up posting it. I think we might end up posting it in my Discord once the video goes live here. Folks to have an opportunity to purchase that. I think we're also going to be selling our planter. As you can see, this thing drops your FPS like crazy. So 60 FPS. You look at the planter's sitting right here in the shed, right in the corner. We dropped down to nearly 40. So we're going to be selling that planter. We'll get ourselves another 12-row planter. I know, I don't really like selling things that we hardly use, but it's kind of what the trend seems. So that's what we're going to be doing. Anywho, we'll head inside, you know, hang out for the day. Not much left to do, and we'll catch you guys here tomorrow or August 3. Morning, guys. Welcome to August 2. Just wanted to do a quick check-in this morning. We threw another 2 bales in with the young heifers and the in-calf heifers, and now we got the bulls, or not the bulls, the steers loaded up. We're gonna bring them down here to the market and see if they can get sold. The market's right here. We'll pull on in. Always an interesting spot. It's not the most convenient to pull in here and back into that chute. Got ourselves caught there on the sidewalk there. Curb. And you really gotta swing it wide or tight here and then swing her back around. It's really just not the greatest. So we'll back up here to the chute, get these guys unloaded, and we'll see how much money we can make ourselves. We got about a little over 9 grand there. But we're going to bring ourselves home a few male Angus. Here we go, 20. Here we'll go 15. So, a little bit less than half our profits. Going into sizing up our herd here. We're only going to be getting 5, well, likely 5 calves. Right? Because we only have 5 heifers in calf currently, right? I think I'm saying that right. I think you can call it or say that they're in calf instead of pregnant. I don't know, it just sounds weird sometimes. So that's kind of our day today, honestly. I'm really not sure what else we're going to be doing. Just getting these guys home. We'll throw some hay in there for them, let them munch. And excited to start having the herd grow a bit more, and we'll see how it if it's even profitable for us. Once again, it's tough to be it seems like it's tough to have beef be profitable these days, but we're giving it a shot. So you wouldn't hardly believe it, but we're uptown just getting parts, and for the spreader over there, we decided to drive by our wheat field, and those wheat fields are ready to go. I didn't think those would be ready till September, but those fields are ready to go. So we're scrambling. We got Bobby here. We called up Bill. Bill's gonna be running some carts for us, getting it all done. We took out the bale monitor, threw the scale in here. Excited and ready to get some wheat off. We got combine out. We just got the cart hooked up. We'll have Bobby bring those wagons down, or Bill can bring those down. Let Bobby bring the cart down, or maybe we'll have Bobby bring the head down. We'll get the head hooked up quick. Bobby can follow me down with the head, and then we'll have to come back for the grain cart, but should be going around 1 o'clock, 1:30 by the time we get all this stuff going, so that's exciting. That was very unexpected, but I'm looking forward to doing a little bit more combining now. The train is on its way. I don't know how well we're gonna maneuver the town as a big train like this, but we'll make it happen. Probably not going to record while we're going through town, so I'll catch you up at the field. Just in case anything crazy happens. Don't know if I want that on camera. Turns out nothing happened at all. You're being all worry-warts for nothing. So we'll get this combine. This looks like a nice flat-ish spot. Here, we'll pull the truck up. A little bit of bobby cam here. That should work. Get that head off. Like that. We'll have him pull forward. Alright, so everything is set up. Bill and Bobby are gonna go back and get the grain cart, and I am gonna open this puppy up. Not really sure what we're gonna do logistically anymore. If I'm gonna run combine. If Bobby is, I don't know. We ran grain cart in the last one because it was just two of us, so we ran the grain cart and the wagons, but we got Bill here this time, so he's gonna be running the wagons for us. Looking like we got some pretty good wheat so far. 237 bushel of wheat. I think that's pretty impressive, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure. Not super familiar with wheat yields like I am with corn and beans, but I would say that's pretty good. So we're approaching the, what is this, east side of the field? Had to get my bearings here for a second. East side of the field, opening it up. We're already over 50% full, so that is telling you something. A little bit less, it looks like, here on this end. 204, 197 there, it looked like on the low end, but that's pretty good. So, looks like Bill and Bobby are back already. That was pretty quick. We'll get that figured out. I would like to maybe just run the combine, and maybe we'll have Bobby run the grain cart. But we'll see how that goes. Sometimes it's just a little bit quicker if we hop in the grain cart and we do that job. I know it's not the glamour job, but for efficiency purposes, maybe that's the right thing to do, but we'll try and stick in the combine as long as we can. And there we go, we are unloading. As soon as I hit record, it goes all wrong. I do not know why he just decided to back up, but apparently I was empty enough for him. Not me that chose, it's the grain cart driver that decides when the combine's empty enough, apparently. I was all excited, thought it was going to be working. If you don't know, I am using Courseplay, or I am using auto drive to unload, because that is what I'm familiar with. I've heard that Courseplay is better now, so I might need to teach myself how to do that with Courseplay. I was messing with it a little bit. Yeah, I couldn't get it going. I got the grain cart going, but I couldn't get the grain cart and the combine to sync up, so I have to do a little bit of investigating. I'm sure there's plenty of tutorial videos out there showing me how. Also, I do apologize. I just realized that my headset was turned down quite a bit. So the in-game audio was quiet for me, but I'm sure it was quite loud for you guys, so I apologize if the combine noise was a bit loud for you there for a bit. I have turned it down again, so should be back to normal levels now. So we'll get these headlands off real quick. Probably just do 2 headlands. So we're pretty much just finishing up, but we'll start working on getting the straight rows, I guess. This field's kind of curved. Kind of a weird curve to it, so we'll try and figure out what's straight and what's not, but we do have some auto steer coming for this unit. It's an older auto steer. It's a 3000 with the old brown box. It's not the newest, but it'll do for now this year. Maybe we'll look to upgrade into a newer, nicer screen or something in the coming years, but for now it's just that old brown box that'll work plenty fine for us right now. Don't have a ton of room to be picky on what we want to run for auto steer. It's just nice having auto steer, so I'll catch you guys here shortly. Can we get a full unload onto the grain cart here? Well, he's probably going to be full, actually. I don't know why he does that. Why does he do that? Why you do that, Bobby? Are you full? He's not even full. He just doesn't want me to dump on him anymore, apparently. Very strange. And this is why I say it is just more efficient for us to do it ourselves. Bobby's a better combine driver by far than what he is a grain cart driver. So maybe we'll have to stick to our roles, but I do like driving the combine. Maybe we'll try and let him figure it out while we're in the wheat this month, and then if he can't figure it out, maybe we'll go back to grain carting or come the fall when we're getting our corns and beans off and when we're really in a time crunch. Third time's the charm, maybe? I hope. Fingers crossed. We got that back wagon full and a little bit in the front wagon. So I'm expecting to have 2 full wagon loads. That was wonderful. That worked a treat. It does work sometimes, guys. You just gotta be patient with it. Apparently. I'm expecting to be able to haul. This field will all fit in those 2 wagons. That is my guess. But as you can see, kind of on the yield map down here, we are running some really, really nice wheat here. It wouldn't be crazy if you're complaining about 200 bushel wheat. That is some good yields. I'm enjoying just sitting here in the combine and running it. Really nice that we're not in a rush. So we can kind of play around with the course play stuff and all the auto drive stuff and just see how it works. We did have to intervene a bit to get the wagons unloaded, or the cart unloaded, because I don't know if you guys saw in the last video, the last time-lapse video, the trigger on the grain cart, it's either on the cart or the wagons. I think it's the cart. I think the spout, like the actual auger itself, is too short for those wagons. It's kind of having a hard time finding the trigger on the gravity wagons. That's another piece of equipment that we might need to change. Pretty much 3 brand new pieces of equipment. Well, not brand new. Some of them were used. Pieces of equipment that we are going to be changing out already, just in 1 year. It happens. It's not fitting our operation, so we got to make sure that we're running equipment that's going to fit our operation. And the gravity, or the auger wagon, we honestly might switch the grain cart out before fall harvest even. We're not having that issue. But I've already mentioned that, so no reason to go over that again. So yeah, we'll keep hammering down and catch you guys here shortly. Alrighty, so we just unloaded into the grain cart. We were heaping over way too full to even get this last little piece, so we had to unload. But this is pretty much going to be it for the video. The video's gone pretty long now, but we are happy to be back doing voiceovers, and unfortunately, with the video coming to an end, we'll end up doing the next field off camera. I am actually going to end up taking the wagons back, and Bill and Bobby are going to get going on the next field. So I got to get the auger set up and everything so we can dump into the bin and all that stuff. We didn't do that beforehand because we're excited to get going. So Not gonna make Bill do that. We're gonna do it ourselves. And yeah, so I just want to say thank you to the YouTube channel members. You guys are awesome. It is amazing to see how the community has grown. And thank you to everybody else that just stuck around and has watched the video and continues to watch the video and supports in that way. It means so much. And we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.